So today we're going to talk about a thing called ballpark estimate. Now, ballpark estimate comes in handy oftentimes when I'm grocery shopping and I think, do I have enough money for something? But I also sometimes when I'm adding big numbers want to get just kind of roughly an idea of how much two numbers might be added together. And so ballpark estimate helps me do that. So if I were going to look at 52 plus 29, and we've already talked about a little bit about ballpark estimate, but if I were to do 52 plus 29, I'd look and see, I'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, okay? And so I'd look at my number chart here, and I'd say, let me just put this up just a smidgen more so we can see the whole thing. And so I'd look at my number chart, and I'd say, 52. I'm going to look at this place value here and pretend this said 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, and then 60, obviously. So I'm going to look at C. 2 is here. If it were right at this 5, my numbers are going to go up. So if it's a 6, 7, 8, 9, my number is going to go up. If it's a 0, actually, it's going to go down, so I'll move that. Okay. And if my numbers are 4 and lower, then my estimate number is going to go lower. So is 52 closer to, if this were 52, closer to 60, which would be right here, right? Or is it closer to, so I guess we can keep that 10. Is it closer to the 60 that might be here? Or is it closer down past the 5? So it's closer to 50. And it's definitely closer to 50 if I were to look here. So my 52 now becomes 50. And then I'm going to look at 29 the same way. Is 29 almost 30? Or is it that 5 and or 4 and below and closer then to 20? And 29's right here on the number chart. So this would be 30, right? So it's closer to 30. So I'm going to round this number up. I'm going to ballpark estimate this whole number up. And then you can see how easy it is then to look at 50 plus 30. I can do that so much faster in my head than doing 52 plus 29. So I say 50 plus 30, well, gee, 5 plus 3 is 8. So 50 plus 30 must be 80. And that's how I get my ballpark estimate really quick. Let's do another one. Let me erase this and I'll use this workspace down here. We have 61 plus 27 here. Okay, I'm going to do a ballpark estimate. I'm not going to do 61 plus 27. That's not an estimate. That's the actual problem. So again, I'm going to say, is it a 5 here in this ones place or higher? Because if it is, then it's closer to 70. If it's a 4 or lower, then it's closer to the 60 that it happens. So we're really kind of looking in this ones place. So it's a 1, so it's going to be closer to 60. So then I'm going to put my add mark here. And 27, well, the 7 is in the ones place. So is it past the 5, 5 and up? We bump it up to the next number, the next 10. So it's going to be closer to 30 instead of 20. And so now I'm going to say 60 plus 30, and I can do that so much faster than 61 plus 27, and thinking about it that way, I can say 60 plus 30, well, 6 plus 3 is 9, so 60 plus 30 must be 90. See how much faster that is? So a ballpark estimate is just a rough figure about how much those numbers might be if I add them together really quickly. It's not going to be an exact amount. If I want an exact amount, I'm going to then add up the ones and add up the tens and figure it out. That takes too long. When I'm looking for a ballpark estimate, it's a quick thing that I'm looking for. I just want to know how quickly, how close maybe in the area that number is. Ballpark estimate. If I shoot it out of the park, then I want to know the exact, but I just want to kind of know in the park just where it is. Ballpark estimate.